Namaskaram.
Namaskaram. My name is Arya Nagarajan and this is Srimati Uma Ramakrishnan. Today we are very happy to be presenting to you the offstage series Allied Ragas episode, and our topic for today is Ragas Abhogi and Sri Ranjani. We will start with the scale of the ragam, how they are different, and we will move on to songs and showcase to you their similarities and differences.
So, before we start, we would like to thank Kala Prashala and Sri H.L. Kumar for inviting us to discuss about few beautiful ragas, two beautiful ragas. I would start off with Abhogi ragam. Let us see the scale, the Arohanam Avrohanam for this ragam. It's a pentatonic scale, Audava ragam. Sa tri ga ma dha sa sa dha ma ga ri sa. So we have Audava raga, 5 swaras, Chatushruti Rishabham, Sadharana Gandharam, Shuddha Madhyamam, Chatushruti Dhaivatham. This we can consider this like to be a janyam or the amsham of 22nd Melakarta Kharahara Priya. Now, shall we see the scale for Sri Ranjani Raga, which is also very close to this Raga and which also can be considered as the janyam or the amsham of Kharahara Priya itself. Sati ga ma da ni sa sa ni dha ma ga ri sa. So just a small note of difference is nishadam. So this has Kaishiki nishadam, which is also present in its Janaka Raga Kharahara Priya. So now let us explore some probably kritis, and in between we will also discuss the Graha swarams and few phrases of this raga as well.
Before moving on to songs, one major difference between Abhogi and Sri Ranjani is how the Dhaivatham is especially handled. If we see Abhogi, the Dhaivatham stands to be a very majestic note. It comes with a punch. Marubari, Maruba, na 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 na. That da comes with the punch of the previous note, carrying on the previous note with itself. But in Sri Ranjani, if we see, the notes Ri, Ma and Da are plain notes. Ri, Ma, Da, we don't shake those notes. We shake Ga and Ni. And since Da is plain, it's very subtle. Da da ni da ma ma na 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 ra ra na. So we can actually identify Abhogi and Sri Ranjani with this subtle difference. Da is a very versatile note in Abhogi, so it has that majestic quality to it, while Sri Ranjani has a very much more subtle Dhaivatham, I should say.
So for Abhogi we can do a long sustain with that dha because it's so powerful. But whereas in Sri Ranjani we don't emphasis on the Dhaivatham.
We emphasize more on Ni. Ra na, ra na na. That's how we do it.
Yes. So let us explore a little bit of very common and familiar varnam in Abhogi. Marubari korvajala nurama damada sadama gari sari gama rubari korvajala nura mada sada mada magari gamagari sadasa ri gamada sada magari sari gamaruba ari korvajala nura dasada magari gamada magari gasari sari gamada sari gari sada madari sari gama ruba ari. So in this, as we discussed, we can see the prominence of Dhaivatham in this. Now let us talk about another composition in Abhogi. We have many compositions. Just to name a few, Sri Mahaganapatim in the Ragam Abhogi, Khandachapatalam. Then we have Sri Lakshmi Varaham. So in Sri Lakshmi Varaham, which is a composition of Muthuswami Dikshidhar, there is a different treatment of Abhogi. Like it doesn't start from the Rishabha. It starts like Shri Lakshmi Varaham Bhajeham Shri Lakshmi Sahitam Shrita Jana Shubha Pradam Shri Lakshmi Varaham Bhajeham. Then we have Sri Mahaganapate. Sri Mahaganapate Shri Mahaganapate Shri Mahaganapate Shri Mahaganapate Shri Vallabhapate Shri Mahaganapate Shri Vallabhapate Shri Mahaganapate.
And in Sri Ranjani also we have a plethora of compositions, but very popular ones are Marubalka, Gajavadana, Sogasuga Mridanga Talamu, Broche Varevere. I'll sing a few of them to show you. Broche Varevere Raghupate Broche Varevere Ninnu Vina Broche Varevere Shri Ramanena Runa Broche Varevere Naravarani Sari Broche Varevere. Then we have Soga Suga Mridanga Talamu. Soga Suga Mridanga Talamu Jata Gurchi Soga Suga Mridanga Talamu Jata Gurchi Ninnu Soka Jeyudi Rudevado Again we have Gajavadana Karuna Sadana Shankara Bala Lambodara Sundara Gajavadana Karuna Sadana. So if we talk about Graha swarams or the starting note of all the kritis that we saw, we can see a prominence of the Rishabham or the Tharasthai Sajjam as the Grahaswaram for Abhogi.
Yes.
So even the Varnam, Evari Bodhana, it starts in Ri. Evari Bodhana. And we saw Sri Mahaganapate. Sri Mahaganapate. It starts. We
also have Sabhapatik Vere Devam.
Sabhapatik Vere Devam. Samanamaguma. So Re is a very, very prominent swaram. Re also can be used as a nyasa point, or point where we can circle and sing phrases in a raga alapana. For Sri Ranjani, if we look at the Graha swarams, we have almost a lot of notes. We have the Madhyamam, we have the Dhaivatham, we have the Nishadam, we have the Sajjam. We have Broche Vare Vare starts at Ma. Soga Suga Mridanga starts at the. Bhuvi Nida Sudane. Some people start in Dhaivatham, some people start in Nishadam. Bhuvi Nida Sudane Peda Sache, that starts in Ni. Gajavadana starts in Sa. So there's a lot of Grahaswaram handling in Sri Ranjani. Abhogi there is Yavari, and in Sa we have Shri Lakshmi Varaham or Nekurugi Undai Pandiga, that also starts in Tarasthai Sajjam. So these are the basic overviews of the Grahaswarams handled in both Abhogi and Sri Ranjani.
And generally when we observe, like Sri Ranjani is slightly a faster paced ragam, and Abhogi is slightly, there is like a point of difference in the speed. Most of the compositions, if we observe, slightly Durita Kala songs you can find in Sri Ranjani, whereas Abhogi is not that fast paced. It's like a kind of medium paced songs in Abhogi.
Also in Sri Ranjani, we can note one subtle tinge of the Panchamam when we sing the Dhaivatham. Not so much that it becomes like Riti Gaula, not like that. But if we see Marubalka kunna vemira.
Yes.
So that tinge of the pa, we can hear it, but we cannot notate it.
Yes. It's like a false note. It's a hidden false note.
Exactly.
Like that.
In fact, Ramakrishnan has sung a phrase using the Panchamam in the Sri Ranjani Raga Alapana. It gives a very beautiful touch. Soga Suga Mridang na na. So people sing it as na na also, na nida mada also, but that pa tinge is still present in some people's versions. So that's a very interesting fact to look at in Sri Ranjani. So we can look at some songs so that we can elucidate the difference to you in a better manner. We can start with Abhogi.
Shri Lakshmi Varaham Bhajeham Shri Lakshmi Sahitam Shrita Jana Bhalapradam Shri Lakshmi Varaham Bhajeham Shri Lakshmi Sahitam Shrita Jana Shubhapradam Shri Lakshmi Varaham.
I'll sing Soga Suga Mridanga Talamu. Soga Suga Mridanga Talamu. Soga Suga Mridanga Talamu. Jatagurchi Soga Suga Mridanga Talamu. Jatagurchi Ninnu Soka Jeyu Dirudevado Dirudevado Nigama Shirotamu Galgina Nijava Kulato Swarashotamuto Rama Soga Suga Mridanga Talamu. Now, as a matter of fact, when I listen to you sing the Varnam and Sri Lakshmi Varaham, the versatility of the Dhaivatham is such that not it drags every note from which it falls. It goes from ma, it comes from sa, it is standalone, it has all things together.
All aspects, yes.
Ma na na ra na na
Yes.
na 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 na. So
Sada sada.
it drags every note with it, which makes it very beautiful.
Gamada mada sada dari sada.
So the important notes which basically have a kampita gamaka in Sri Ranjani are ga and ni. Ga, ni. The other notes are all plain. Sa, ri, ga, ma, da, ni, sa. Na, da, ni, sa is also prominent, but kampitam gives it a more punchy feeling. In Abhogi, the Rishabham and the Sajram are very important, although they don't have a Kampita Gamaka. They are the most prominent notes in the raga. So it's Ri and Sa, and this is Ga and Ni. Whereas if we see in Karagara Priya, it becomes the Panchamam and the Sajram. So since we don't have a Panchamam here in both of the ragams, so it becomes Ri and Sa and Ga and Ni
respectively. So I hope we have done quite good enough elaboration of both the ragas. So there are many more compositions.
Exactly.
So these are the very...
This is just the basic bird's eye view of how the ragams are. And these can be considered twin ragams also. But one thing to note down here is that Sri Ranjani cannot be sung with Abhogi and just a Nishadam. That is not Sri Ranjani. Sri Ranjani's structure, scale structure or the notated structure has the Nishadam included in the Abhogi's scale. But both ragams have their own raktitvam and
they have
beauty
their own
to them.
colors. Yeah, their own colors for every note there is. Even though they have common notes, every note has a different color in presentation. While presenting, the same Ri, the same Ga has a different color while we present it.
The context and how we sing makes the whole difference when we sing, when we say allied ragas. So I once again thank Kala Prashala and Shri H.L. Kumar for giving us this wonderful opportunity to sit and discuss things like this, because when we start discussing like this, then we ourselves get to know more and we learn more.
Yes.
So we thank all of you for listening to us. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Namaskaram.